Today we will take a look at the Dydx project. Can its token grow 50 times, and is there any chance for Dydx to become a top 1 exchange? For competent investing, let's find out what this project is all about, and then I'll tell you my prediction for the price. In 2017, Coinbase programmer Anthony Julian came up with the idea of launching his own decentralized exchange. According to Anthony, this exchange had to be different from both its main centralized competitors such as BINANCE and existing decentralized platforms. On September 17th, Anthony published a white paper. This was followed by a preliminary funding round later that year. The largest early investors were Olaf Carlson-Wee from Polychain Capital, Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, and Chris Dixon from Andreessen Horowitz Venture Fund. In total, the amount of $2 million was raised, and thanks to these investments, the Dydx platform was launched in 2018. From 2018 to 2021, the developers of Dydx successfully held 3 more rounds of funding, in which they managed to raise a total of $85 million. The project's investors were such giants as BINANCE Capital, Spartan Group, Paradigm, A16Z. With the help of the collected funds, the developers expanded the functionality of the exchange, added new assets, as well as created mobile applications and expanded the team. In February 2021, a Layer 2 solution was launched on top of the Ethereum networks. The first week, the protocol worked in alpha testing mode, and then the full-fledged launch finally happened. The DEX developers teamed together with Starkware based on the ZK rollup technology created new protocols. Thanks to the second-level solution, the developers of the platform promised to reduce fees for all types of trades, increase the privacy of participants, and reduce the minimum transaction amounts. In September of the same year, there was a surge of activity on the exchange amid the tightening of regulatory policy in China. At that time, Dydx's trading volume reached $4.3 billion, surpassing Coinbase. The platform has its own Direction token, the name of which is exactly the same as Dydx Exchange. It was created primarily to achieve decentralization and reward active users. The important thing is that the developers did not carry out an ICO. In the midst of the bull run, Dydx token turns up on the market. In a major move, 75 million coins were divided among those users who made at least one transaction before July 26, 2021. The exception was the representatives of the United States, as they did not participate in the distribution because Dydx platform is prohibited in the jurisdiction of the states. The start of trading on the exchanges began on September 8, 2021. And literally within a month, the price of the token skyrocketed by more than 800%. Such growth provided an opportunity to earn many market participants, especially those who received the coins from the airdrop. After such a massive pump, the token was waiting for no less massive and large-scale correction. Dydx dropped in price by almost 97%, and the lowest price it dropped to was $1. The asset is now trading in a range of $2.7, which is a far cry from its all-time high of $27.5. Is it safe to assume that a bear market is to blame? I think the more decentralized the crypto industry becomes, the better. But it may take a long time before decentralized apps take over. DeFi is the future. Its volume is somewhere between 5 to 10% of volume of centralized finance, which is not that small. The next bull market may make DeFi bigger than CeFi. All of us now noticed how everyday centralized exchanges are losing more and more trust of users because of constant rumors that this or that exchange is on the verge of a scam. And despite the price of the token, I believe that Dydx platform has every chance to enter the top exchanges and take a leading position there, or even become the top one in terms of volume and the number of users. Although now the price of Dydx token is far from its peak, and the coin is trading in the range of $2.7. This doesn't prevent the exchange from developing. But as any project, this one also has its drawbacks. There is a question of ample liquidity, for example. In the conditions of a centralized platform, there is a possibility to provide almost any trading volume because the exchange and market makers are responsible for this. In the case of a decentralized platform, everything is based on a self-regulated system of supply and demand. If liquidity providers, instead of supplying the pool, do something else, then those who come to the decentralized platform at this time may have problems with securing their transactions. Dydx Exchange has solved its liquidity problems with the creation of a special protocol called 0x. To avoid going deep into technical details, let's say this protocol is implemented on the basis of smart contract, which allowed to automate the process of filling orders. Currently, Dydx team hasn't just emigrated from the Ethereum network to Cosmos, but is developing its own blockchain. Let's move on to the price prediction. We can see the Dydx tokens in the accumulation zone since May 2022, in the range of $1 to $3. Most likely, a large player has been buying tokens all this time, and not just for fun, but to send the price very high, as it happened with Solana. We can see that the price for the last months has increased by 100% and has already corrected a little, and now the price is around $2.7. That is, we're now still in the accumulation zone near the upper boundary. I believe that the growth of altcoins is not over yet, and it will continue, as not many altcoins have shown good growth, and Dydx coin hasn't even left the accumulation zone yet. I expect that in the near future, the price of the token will start to grow. I expect to see a pump in the $5 to $7 zone, and this is a very conservative estimate. But I will not be greedy and will sell part of the asset in this zone. But there is a high probability that the price will go higher, up to $10 and maybe even higher, because according to all indicators, this project is developing. Large funds have invested in it, and the capitalization of the project is only $850 million. Of course, after the growth of this coin in the near future, I expect a correction to the zone of $2 to $2.5. And at these values, I will buy the coin for the next bull market, which will tentatively begin at the end of 2024. As I believe that this project is very promising, as DEX is likely to become a trend in the bull market, and will be a rival of centralized exchanges such as Binance, Coinbase, BYBIT, and others. I hope this video was useful. See you in the next videos.